Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. Let's talk about it. Come on in. Happy Friday to everybody. Listen, now is the time, and the time is now. It's go time. It's on and popping. It's on and cracking. Let's talk about this. This is a humongous matchup that's getting ready to take place tomorrow in the big house. And we're going to come on in. Of course, you guys know I'm going to send you guys the link. Those who want to tap in with me, those who want to come on and join me are more than welcome. But we got to talk about this. We're going to talk about the game, but I really want to talk about some of the pageantry and what this really means as far as just seeing these two helmets on the field together at the big house since 1958. This has been a long time coming. It's straight up go time. I'm gonna put this link in here for those who want to come on. I'm extremely excited about this game, and we'll talk about it on multiple levels because I think there are some that think Michigan is just going to be rolled over and trampled on. Now, let me say this before I get it going. My prediction of the score is going to be 27. It's going to be 31 to 17. That's my prediction. 31-17. However, I think that Michigan has a lot to lose. I believe that Michigan, their whole season really is this game right here is riding on this particular game. If they lose this game, I think they look at this season as maybe having 4 or 5 losses. But if they win this game could be a game that really could catapult them. You guys know when you have a big win, when you have a win that's big as, the number 11 team coming, and when you're able to, you got a new quarterback coming in, and when you're able to build on that momentum, capitalize on that momentum, I think Michigan, that'll be something they could build on. However, on the flip side, I think if Michigan loses this game, it could be just catastrophic to their program. The state that, the fact that they just came off a national championship, and the national championship, most teams, most of the time reload. They don't rebuild. If Michigan loses this game, this is essentially a rebuild instead of a reload. Tell me the last time you guys know that a national championship team, and I got multiple people coming in. Let me start taking these calls real quick because I got some people coming in real quick. Let me take this first call real quick. This first one. Big dog, what's the word?
What's going on with you, Jay?
Man, what's the word, brother?
Oh, man, enjoying this sunshine out here in the South.
Oh, man, it's all good, man. You look like you ready to rock and roll, man. I got multiple calls coming in, but I'm going to take you real quick. But, hey, what's your thoughts, man? Give me your score prediction and tell me what you think it is.
Well, I'm looking 35-17.
It's kind of where I'm on.
And I think it's a big game for Michigan. It's an important game, but I think it's more important for Riley because for the longest, the media, especially, considering what happened last year, the media been riding them hard. We made some changes, but you can still tell that there's still a lot of dollars out there. They still don't put us, in that top tier category. And I just think that Riley has a lot to prove because he's been to the playoffs, but he's never won it. Even given the talent that he's had throughout the years, especially with the multiple Heismans, the number 1 picks, even with Jalen Hurts, I really believe that if Jalen Hurts had 2 years in Riley's system, he would have won a Heisman and went, in the first round. But I think Riley has more to prove than anything. So sometimes you're going to have a down season when you got a situation like Michigan did. They lost their coach. They lost a bunch of players to the NFL draft. So you're going to have a fall off. They may have dropped the ball, but, they just recently came off a national championship. We can't say that. We haven't won one in almost, 20 years now?
Right.
So I think it's going to be more for our brand. It's going to be more important for the Trojan brand than it is for the Michigan brand.
Man, I totally agree with you, and I like that score, man. I really, I appreciate you tapping in, man. I'm gonna take this other call. I like them glasses,
Okay.
big dog. Hey, you got the
I
glasses on
appreciate you.
because the future's real bright.
Hey, it's real brown out here, man.
All right, big
Thank you,
dog.
man.
Hey,
I
man,
appreciate you.
appreciate you tapping in, man.
All right.
Fight on. Big Keith, what's the word?
What's the word, Jay? What's the word? Fight
Man,
on, family.
let's talk about this, Big Keith. Let's for those who don't know, Keith played on the. I'm gonna get it right this time. I'm always lost to the side, but Keith played on the 84 team, the 84 USC team.
Yeah, there you go.
He played against LSU. You guys know we had him on. Keith, man, let's talk about let's do a little breakdown of this game real quick. Well, before we do that, Keith, let's talk about something real quick.
Okay.
Let's talk about the pageantry. Just seeing these two, going to Michigan the first time since 1958, and these two helmets. Just seeing this on the field to me, looking at this, even when I used to see it in the Rose Bowl, it was like, this is what's happening right here. These two teams, these helmets, iconic.
Well, for me personally, I actually wanted to play against Michigan in the Rose Bowl, but we ended up with Ohio State.
Yeah.
Charlie White got to play against Michigan, and he had that controversial touchdown.
Yeah.
But USC came out on top. It's a lot of history between the two schools. A lot of mix-up business going on with both these schools. They got a lot of pros, a lot of All-Americans. We got them in the Heismans. I can tell you that, but
yeah,
it's about pride now.
Right.
We're all about it in the Big Ten now, so they got a little vendetta against us because we got the edge over them overall, but it's going to be a battle, man. Like I told you before, it's going to come down to trenches.
Hey, well, see, let me ask you something though. I mean, you never played against Michigan, right?
No, never played them.
Okay, so there are a lot of people. I'm hearing a lot of guys say, we're gonna dominate. I do think it's gonna be a 31-17 score. That's my projection. However, I think in the beginning, the way it was at LSU, we had to kind of settle down. But this is gonna be even more so because of the environment. It's gonna be even a little bit more hectic. When you're talking about 100,000 people in that stadium, like. I saw a picture today with some people at USC up there, and I'm just looking at the stadium. And I'm just like, do you realize the Big House is one of the biggest places? You talking about 100,000 people that's going to fill that stadium?
It just get the mindset of thinking like you're playing in the Rose Bowl. The Rose Bowl carries over 100,000 people, so and it's just as loud, and it's just as crazy. It's just as wild, and USC has a reputation of being crowd killers.
Yeah, absolutely.
We went to the Horseshoe with Matt Barkley and silenced them.
Man, did we? Joe McKnight, Matt Barkley. So how do you think this game? You said it's going to be a fight, and I feel like it's going to be a fight too. But how do you?
First quarter, they got something to prove. They got their chest to beat on. They go be King Kong. They go try to run us and play some bully ball. But you can't throw the ball. You ain't gonna do very much, are you?
Right. So what you think the approach? I feel like we need to stack the box, absolutely stack the box if the quarterback's not going to throw it. But here's my theory. Here's my belief. I think that everybody's making reference to him being a running quarterback. This is what he's going to do. It's kind of hard for me to imagine that he's not going to throw the ball at all. I can't believe that.
He's going to run the ball, a little dink pass, run the ball, dink pass. He's going to find the tight end. He's not going to go deep. It'll shock me if he goes deep.
Yeah.
But I think the way that they schemed Caleb Williams last year, and Caleb couldn't run. Everybody knows Caleb couldn't run last year against UCLA. It was like, why is he scrambling? But he could not. They're going to do the same. It's going to have to be the same mindset.
That was my blue. I don't know if you realized this a couple of days ago. That was the blueprint. I said the same way Caleb they held Caleb in check is the same way that I believe that Deontay Lynn's going to approach this. If you remember, Caleb couldn't get to the edge at all. Every time he went,
he got popped.
Yeah, yeah. So I think the key to the game is really forcing this guy to really throw, man. If we force them to throw, then we're gonna see that secondary shine, man. That secondary is it's special, man.
Yeah, I think it's time for them to start getting a couple pick sixes. What a better way into bring it in from the big house.
Yeah, let me read this real quick. John Cicilla, he says, "Spot on. Biggers was an old school style hitter. People will be looking out for him in the air hole." What's up with Keith? What's up, Jay? Hey, man. Hey, he knows he's old school, man. John Cicilla, he's always tapping in with me, man. But he's been a Trojan fan for years, and he used to go to the games. So he remembers you for sure.
I appreciate you, man. Much love, man. Appreciate it. Thank you.
So how exactly do you think this is gonna play out, Keith?
Man, if they can move the ball and stay on the field, I'd say maybe 21-17.
Oh, that's what you got. Okay.
If they can't move the ball after the first quarter, how we want to think about what's going to be? Because you can't stay with my boy Lemon.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna have a big game tomorrow.
Yeah.
Him and Toby, they have a big game.
That's the thing about it. That's the thing about it. I think it could either go two ways. I think it could be either a hard fought game and USC could edge it out, or if they can't score at all, I believe it can go like way south for Michigan.
Special teams gonna play a big part too.
Yeah.
Keep the Reds, keep them on their side of the field, keep them on inside the 40, and we should be able to handle them, man. But Michigan may come up with that surprise, man. Just keep grinding it out. But we've always had this problem in the past where letting teams hang around, and that's always been a downfall. So
with the other thing that's been a downfall, and is running quarterbacks. That USC has always had issues with running quarterbacks. However, I think Deanton Lynn is kind of, as we stated, Caleb Williams is going. He had him in check, and then the pig farmer who we played against at Utah State. Now we know they got different personnel, but he still is a guy that can run. He ran against us when he was at Utah. So I think that has to be the approach, man. Just kind of keep those guys in check.
Y'all forget about the angry giraffe, man, with that 7-foot reach. Ain't nobody getting away from him, man.
No. Well, they got a tight end, Loveland. I'm not sure if he's gonna play. I think he's like 6'7". I'm not sure if he is or not. I think he was hurt, but I like to see Eric Gentry matched up with him up the middle.
But will he have the time to throw?
That's what I'm saying. I think a lot of people on their side don't realize how good the defensive line is. Very, very much so upgraded.
Anthony Lucas and Jamel Muhammad, look out, sharks in the water, baby.
Absolutely. Big Keith, anything else you want to leave us with, man?
Let's say, okay, I'm gonna give my score here. 38-20.
Hold on. Oh, okay. You get 38-20. Okay.
Yeah.
What's your pep talk, man, that you want to lead to the Trojan family?
My pimp talk.
Yeah.
Keep it greasy.
All right, man. All right. Well, look, Keith. Hey, I appreciate you tapping in. Hey, you know what? Hey, you already know what time it is, man. I'll be going live after the game anyway. You know that.
Well, I would be hollering at your ass all during the fucking excuse me, friends, during the game.
I already know you are. I know you. We'll be texting back and forth. If you go crazy, I'll be having to, spill my frustration to you, but it ain't gonna go like that. I don't believe it's like that.
Hold on, real fast. John Walker, if you tuned in, man, we love you, brother. We miss you, man. Hurry up and get back over here, man.
He already knows, man. He know. Hey, you praying for my brother. Love my brother.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
All right, Jerry.
All right, man. All right, I'll holler at you, brother. Phil, what's the man? I thought you wasn't gonna be able to make it, man. Hey, I appreciate you tapping in, man. What's the word? Are you on the boat?
I am boatless. This is supposed to be Phil on a Boat Friday, the segment that we always do on Friday, Fridays.
Yeah,
We're unable to do it at the moment, but I've got the info. I'll be at the boat later, so everybody can relax. It'll be fine.
Okay.
But I got to tell you this. One thing that I keep waiting for people to talk about in all of these different YouTube shows and everything, even inside the Trojan huddle, this is going to be big boy football.
Oh, it's big boy, man.
SC got bigger. We were bigger on both sides of the line than when we played LSU. I think it's going to be the same. We're going to be bigger than Michigan. We're going to out physical. No one's talking about SC out physicaling Michigan, but that's going to happen.
I think it's a great possibility.
The other thing is D'Anton Lynn's scheme. He's excellent coming up with his own approaches to games. He's surprising at times from what I've seen. And the other thing, if we're talking about scheme, Texas out-schemed Michigan by their little tactic of I guess it was, they were going on offense. They were going side to side with their rushing attack. Right. And they were tiring out those Michigan defenders. Right.
Right. Yeah.
And I think SC can do the same thing. We can play big boy ball. We can go even harder than Texas can. I'll bet you.
I totally agree. What you talking about, and we know that Steve Sarkisian, he's a master play caller, but Lincoln Riley is the master of master play callers. And when you're talking about tempo, as soon as they get down there, make that first down, hurry up to the line, keep that tempo rolling, because that's how those big time, Kenneth Grant and Mason Graham, those two big D tackles, keep those guys lost in the tire sauce. And that's how we want to keep it flowing.
There's another thing about the team on the defensive side. D'Anton Lynn loves to substitute. He loves to keep cycling players on and off the field. And that leaves us with a fresh defense. Literally, like every snap, you're generally having guys who have had a chance to rest and get back on that field. It may be less so with some guys. They'll get more time. I certainly would like to see Bear Alexander get more than 30 snaps. Hopefully that happens, but they're balancing it, right? They've got the game plan down. I am so excited about this game. I'll give you my prediction. I'm predicting, I feel good about 35-17.
That's close to mine. That's close to mine. I'm 31. Yeah. I'm 31-17, and I'm right there with you. And depending on how they move the ball, if they don't move it real well, I think it could get out of control, or they could just become national championship defense and just really tighten things up. But I think that Lincoln Riley's going to scheme it right. I think that he studied this film already. We saw what Arkansas State did last week. Of course, we saw what Texas did, and we're a lot more similar to Texas opposed to Arkansas State. So look, it's going to be go. And here's the thing. I think if we get up 14 points, Michigan's not going to be able. It's no way. It's no way they could be. They won't catch us. It's no way.
Yeah,
there's no way.
We're high scoring, but we have a great defense now. It's not just good. I think it's a great defense.
Absolutely.
I mean, look what we did to LSU.
I mean, we're better than
20 points.
And you see what they did. They went to a South Carolina team, and I think they scored 35 points to win that game. And that same South Carolina team went the week before and beat up on Kentucky, scoring 35 points, 35-6. That same Kentucky team last week, 15-16 against Georgia. So we're talking, So you're talking about, a South Carolina team that was very, very competitive. LSU went there. I don't think, a lot of people were making reference to LSU going there. Look, that is an SEC environment. They went there with the crowd down 17 points, and to come back, that just lets you know the type of talent that LSU has. So, I think USC. And when we win this game, I'm not going to say if. When we win this game, this is going to. You're talking about the confidence level going through the roof. Hey, everybody's going to jump on board at that point. But listen, we have officially threw the keys away. Nobody's getting on board. Hey, they might as well forget it. The keys are gone. If you haven't jumped on board, see, listen, I was going to say, Keith, Phil, the thing about it is we tried all summer long, all spring long. We tried to give you guys the information. We told you guys that, look, you got to factor in coaching. You got to factor in the quality of this coach and the success rate of these guys, how these guys were able to have instant success. D'Anton Lynn going from 89th to the 10th overall defense in the country. Eric Henderson training guys like Aaron Donald. All of these guys really had success. Doug Belt, Matt Inch, all of these guys. You had to put that in the equation. Coaching is a big factor. Now we're about to see you. Everybody had an opportunity when it was the door was open. I threw the keys away. The door is closed, Phil.
Yeah, you sure did throw the keys away. And we were on that train. We've been on that train for 3 years now. Is it 3?
Yeah. Well, it's going. This is year 3. That's crazy.
That's right.
Hey, this is unbelievable.
One last thing I want to run by you. Do you realize that our defense? Admittedly, it's only 2 games, but our defense is allowing an average of 10 points a game.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's unbelievable. And that same. Don't forget that Utah State team went toe to toe with Utah last week. So I'm telling you, sky's the limit. And as long as we stay focused and locked in, I'm feeling very comfortable and confident about this USC football team, man. Any last thing you want to say?
Yeah. Over here, I'm already celebrating a win. Seriously.
Yeah.
We've already won. We're gonna win.
Yeah.
Just enjoy it. Enjoy the game. Everybody, celebrate it. Get that stadium food going. Call all your friends over and your family. Enjoy it, everybody, because this is the greatest. We're really on this climb at the moment, and there's so much energy. I am so happy about what's going on with our team.
Absolutely. So look, Phil, I definitely appreciate you coming in, man. We got a couple of Michigan fans in here, but hey, we respect it. We appreciate you for tapping Go Blue.
True.
Hell to the victors. Hey, so Phil, I definitely appreciate you coming in, man. Always a pleasure. You already know I'm gonna do an instant reaction after this, man. And you're more than welcome to come back on.
Fight on.
Hey, fight on, my man. So look, we here, man. I put the link in the chat here. Those who want to come on, you're more than welcome to come on. I'm gonna get to some of these comments, man. And look, it's very iconic. This thing is extremely iconic. I'm gonna read some of these comments that I hadn't got to yet. The Wolf says 31-10 USC. Let's see. Beat the Wolverines. USCJ, fight on. Hey, fight on. Let me get to some of these. Big dog, what's the word, man?
Yo.
Hey, hold on for a second. This is Trojan FX, man. If you guys are on Twitter, this guy he puts out a lot of good information, man. And he follows me, I follow him, man. I never seen. You know what? It's good to see your face, man.
Yo,
everybody sees me, man, but I don't see you. What's the word, man?
Hey, how you doing, dude? You hear me?
You got a mic and everything. What's up?
Yeah, what up? No, I just want to excited about this game. Just wanted to, support my team right now. It's the first time on camera, so I'm a little nervous, but I think I'm gonna keep this quick because I know you got a lot of callers behind you. But
no, you take your time, man. I want to know your thoughts on this. Hey, don't be nervous on me, man. I want to know your thoughts on this game, big dog. Give me your thoughts, man. Give me your score prediction.
All right, so I think it's gonna be a little close to like that LSU game. Just they're gonna chew the clock. But score is gonna be, I'm saying like 28-20, 28-23, or 27-23. Yeah,
That's cool. Yeah, that's a tight game. That's a tight game.
I think it's gonna be like that, but I think it's not gonna feel as close just because Michigan's gonna probably kick about 3 or 4 field goals, maybe.
Yeah.
So
do you think Michigan will be able to move the ball at all?
I think they'll be able to move it, probably about 30, 40 yards from wherever they get the kickoff. So I don't think they'll get it. I don't think they'll get it close to the red zone.
Yeah.
They'll have to just kick the field goal. I think Danton Lynn, he's doing a terrific job at just analyzing the offense and just seemingly to adjust. If there's a few broken plays, he seems to just to get on it and just correct the issue right there. Last year we had struggles with just running the same thing the whole game. Not adjusting, and it was just so annoying to watch. But it's such a sigh of relief to have a competent defensive coordinator out there who's going to keep us in the game for a while.
Hey, well said, man. I totally agree with you. And one of the things I said prior to you coming on was that the way we kept Caleb in check, I believe he's going to approach that the same way with this being a running quarterback, man, because this guy, he's a big, 230-pound athlete. But I think as long as we load the box, as long as we, those guys play, very physical at the point of attack on the defensive line, I think USC will be straight, man. So, yeah, man, I appreciate you for tapping in with me, man.
For sure. Thanks a lot. Thanks for taking my call.
Hey, fight on, my man.
Right on.
Big dog, what's up, man? You got the hard hat on and everything. Let's go, big dog. Let's go. You ready? To get? Hey, put him in, coach.
Man, I'm at work right now.
Hey, it's all good, man. Hey, it's all good. Hey, however you got to do it, man. You know what I mean? I appreciate you for tapping in, man. What's your keys? And I know you ain't got that short period of time. So what's your keys to the game, man? What's your thoughts?
We got to contain the edges, man. We got to contain the edges. Maybe have a QB spy as well, just to make sure, because I think they're gonna go with the run, but we might be surprised in this, and they might just throw on us too. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a big dude. What's he like? 6'2", 6'3", 220, 230?
230. But hey, look, you're making a great point, because everybody keeps saying he's not going to throw. Look, this is a college football. This is a college quarterback. Are you
exactly?
Do you really think that he just going the whole time he's just going to run? I don't see that happening. I don't believe it.
I just don't remember when we played Utah. What was it, that first year under with Lincoln, and we was in out there in Utah, and the QB, man, he just went to the tight end. I heard this tight end is good for Michigan. I just don't want nothing like that to happen.
He's. I think it's not clear yet. I think he's hurt. Hopefully, well, I don't wish that on nobody.
But he's been practicing. I heard today he's been practicing on on 3 and them.
Okay.
But I just don't. I think it's gonna be a close game. Michigan gonna show up for this game. I don't. A lot of people.
And that's another thing that people talk. Listen, if you really think that Michigan's not gonna show up for this game, Michigan got so much riding on the line right now. This is gonna be this could be their season.
Both programs do, really, too, because this is for this game. This is a statement game for USC. They got to come in and they got to smack them in the mouth. So.
I got one more I got to take real quick, but I want you to go ahead and give me your score prediction.
My score prediction is going to be, I got two, either 23-20 or it's going to be 24-17.
I like that, man. I like that. I got 31-17, but we'll see how it work out. Ooh. Hey, I appreciate you stopping in, man. You know I'm going to go live after the game. Hey, thank you for taking out the time, my brother.
No problem. Be easy, brother.
Fight on, man. Coach Rowe, what's the word?
Jay, what it do, baby?
Man, hey, I watch you guys. Hey, everybody go watch LAFB. Listen, they had a phenomenal show. I like that guy, man, from Michigan, man. That was a good guy, man. I like some of the things that you had to say on there. I kind of want you to say them on here real quick. What's the word?
If you go to LAFB, our show is the USC show. It's called Salute to Troy Podcast. We try to put a show out every Tuesday and Friday, and we go live after the game. This Saturday we're gonna be on around 4:30ish after the game. Hopefully, after a victory, it'll be Victory Saturday. So, just to reiterate on what I was talking about, Jay, this game turned from the shoulds and coulds switched.
Yeah, that's what you said. Could, yeah.
So the shoulds and coulds switched in this game, right? If we go back to August, SC could win, Michigan should win, right? So we're saying SC could win if they do this, SC could win if they could do that. A lot of people even said, you know what? If we go to Ann Arbor and just give a good game, I'm happy with it even if we lose, right? Now we're in week 4 of this game, and this is where the shoulds and coulds flip, right? Michigan could win if they do this. Michigan could win if they do that. SC should win this game. And that it's crazy how we switch in that situation. And Michigan could win this game. You know, they got a new quarterback system coming up. Our biggest kryptonite for the past 2 years, a running quarterback, which we know Orgy's going to do,
right? Orji's going to run the ball. There's going to be a lot of running. This is a big test for SC. And if you watch our podcast that's going to go up today, Jay, reality, this is a trap game.
Man,
Everybody's saying SC automatic win.
I don't like that narrative. You know, I'm glad that everybody recognizes what we're doing, but I don't like the fact that now everybody, because that's like locker room. That's gonna build these guys up, man. Like, you know what I mean? I hate that part of it.
And SC should still have the chip on their shoulder, right? In
Yeah.
my opinion, and I'm just gonna talk. You know, realistically, I saw you had Hirsch on earlier. Shit,
Yeah.
me and Hirsch beat Michigan right in the Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
But it comes to a point to where it's like, well, SC hasn't played the big game yet. SC hasn't been proven. We don't know if SC knows how to win. And when I say know how to win, it's easy to beat Utah State. It's easy to beat that bad LSU. It's easy to beat everybody. And then all of a sudden you walk into a stadium and you expect people, because you're 6-0, 3-0, and the media's pumping you up, you expect people just to fold because the name on your jersey. That's not how you win. You got to be able to kick everybody in the mouth every single week and do the same thing constantly. That's how you win, i.e. Alabama for the past 17 years, right?
Right.
We don't know how to win yet, or even if we do, we don't know that. And
well, we about to find out. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, 100%.
yeah.
100%.
We about to find out.
And Jay, you know when I say this, I don't come from a bad place. You know,
I'm already knowing. Yeah.
I come from
this is serious. Like I was stating, I saw some pictures with some of the people from USC there. They arrived, not the team, and I looked at the stadium and it really got real for me. I said, this is about to be real. Like, these guys are not about to lay down. Their season is on the line, and we got to come crack some head in. I think we really gonna find out. The LSU game was one thing. Vegas is only about a 4-hour trip from LA, but this right here, we're going into enemy's territory. If they able to play the way they played against LSU, but then come with a little more, I think we're gonna we're gonna come with it.
If we play how we've been playing, we will be fine. If we show up expecting to win just because the yahoos on the big networks told us we should win, we're not going to be fine. And that's the biggest worry. You know what I mean? Like, if we play how we've been playing, 100% we'll be fine. I will tell you this, and everybody that's watching, you know, you're going to have to be calm for the first couple of series. It's not going to It's not going to go the way that we expected to go right away. We got a new quarterback. You know, the defense that Wink Martindale runs is a little bit tricky, and it's going to take some time to adjust. That's okay. It's going to be okay. Now, once the ball gets rolling, i.e. Texas, we can walk out of this 31-17 easy and go on to the next thing. But, like I said, this is a big test for SC. This game right here will legit tell you if they arrive. There's a bunch of stuff on them. Everybody's talking about them. They have to prove that they know how to win. They win this game, we could legit say SC is back. They don't win this game. They don't win this game. We could legit say it's the same old Lincoln Riley and the same old SC. They can't travel well. I don't like the fact that they left yesterday. They left yesterday.
I thought they left today. They left today. Yeah.
I don't like the fact that they left this morning for a game that's a 3-hour time zone. They should have left last night. And that's what we did with Coach Carroll. We practiced Thursday morning, got on a late night flight, practiced, did our walkthrough in wherever we play, Nebraska, South Bend, Arkansas, wherever we played. We left late Thursday, did a walkthrough there Friday. We spent the whole day in a new time zone so we were able to play. I don't like the way Lincoln Riley travels, and I still don't like the way he travels.
What's crazy is that, the people don't realize Detroit actually has humidity out there. It's like it's supposed to be like 80 degrees. So, to your point, it would have been kind of nice if they would have just to kind of feel it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying necessarily running it, but just to kind of feel it, just kind of get somewhat acclimated to it. But I think, I think they'd be all right. But
I just don't like it. It's just a personal thing. It ain't the end of the world. It's not the end of the world thing on me. But if things go wrong, that's one of the things you could look at. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, Jay, we should win this game.
Yeah,
The
we
shit is
should.
on our side. We should win this game. Like I said, we're going to have to be patient. It's going to take a couple of series to fill this out. Michigan is going to come in and punch way above their weight. Like, these are two traditional blue blood universities playing a
Yeah,
conference game in week 4. There's going to be so much hype around this game. And
yeah.
so let them settle in. Don't panic. And keep your head down. When we look up, we'll be celebrating another victory.
You know, one thing I can say about Lincoln Riley is that when you talk even regular season games, do you remember that game where Oklahoma went to go play Tennessee? That was an extremely hostile environment. I can't remember what year that was. It's like 2018 or something. Somebody in the chat could tell me, but I think they pulled that game off. But he's been in those very hostile environments, so I feel confident. If anything, when I look at it, when you look at the coaching staff, their offensive coordinator against our offensive coordinator, which is Lincoln Riley, their defensive coordinator, which, well, he came from D'Anton Lynn. His dad, I guess they all got experience coming from the same type of background with the defensive coordinator, right?
Yeah, but so this is how you have to look at it. There's a little bit difference, though. And we talked about this on the show that's coming out today. And I put some film up showing why Lincoln Riley is going to take advantage of Wink Martindale, because Wink Martindale has a check for a check for a check. D'Anton Lynn just has a check and a check. You get what I'm saying?
Right,
This
right.
defense is a little bit complicated, and they play a lot of men. D'Anton Lynn plays a lot of fire zone, and he plays back, and he keeps everything in front of him, right? He doesn't care that he gives up 7 yards because he knows how to keep it in front of him, and he could get out of that situation.
Yeah.
Wink Martindale, he's like, we got to go get it all right now. And when you go get it all right now, all of a sudden you let something go over the top of your head.
Right.
So that's the difference. D'Anton Lynn is a little bit more sound. And I showed an example from Ravens film, what Wink does with all of his checks on our podcast that's supposed to drop tonight. I showed a real example for the Ravens versus the Chiefs with motions, how they got a bunch of people moving. So that's a little bit where the complication is. But D'Anton Lynn is a little bit more sound. My question is, and which we don't know, is if Michigan's going to run a lot of quarterback power, a lot of quarterback run.
Yeah,
and then
because that will wear. And but the thing is, I like the way we rotate though. How confident are you in our defensive line right now with the rotations that you're seeing? If the quarterback run is in play,
the rotations are so much better now, even with the linebackers, and the rotations are actually helping. Right? Traditionally the same 3 linebackers played. SC's playing 6 linebackers. So, the powers and stuff aren't worried to me like that because they're not taking a lot of blows for the whole proportion of the game. So I'm not worried about the run. We've proven we can stop the run. We've proven that, we're stout and we have a containment and nothing's getting around the edge on us. Something may get out. And you know what? Something gets out on everybody. The question is, can you limit how much stuff gets out? And I think we've proven that we limit the big plays, right?
Yeah.
So as long as we limit the big plays to 2 or 3, that's not going to be enough to beat us. You know what I mean? There's a theory out there, and I'm one of the people who believe the theory that Sharon Moore is going to try to control the clock. That's the worst thing you can do against SC. You try to control the clock and you don't score, we get the ball back. Next thing you know, we score in 6 plays, and then you try to control it again. You're down 14-3 trying to play catch up, and you're running out of clock. You just use the clock against you, and it doesn't work. So if they try to, with that strategy, they do that, we're set. We might as well go get ready for Wisconsin or Minnesota, excuse me.
So what type of score prediction you got right now?
I got 31-17.
That's my. Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's my exact score, 31-17.
Yeah, I got 31-17.
I'm of the belief too. I believe that if Michigan is not careful, if they're not successful enough, I believe it can. I believe USC has enough firepower to where it can get out of control. I'm not saying it is, but I'm saying it has the potential there. If with the Lincoln Riley, I mean, he could just light it up.
I don't want it to get out of control. I want a solid win, 31-17. We'll probably be ranked number 9 Sunday evening. We'll be ranked number 9 in the nation. We'll probably go up 2 spots. I wanted to get out of control Penn State.
Absolutely. At home too? Yeah.
In a perfect world, I want to blow Penn State out like 41-10, and then we jump up to 5. And the way our schedule's set up, we cruise control into the Big Ten championship. and then we play Ohio State.
Yeah. And and Ohio State, hey, they got some firepower. Now, look, for all those who are listening, don't get it twisted. I am not taking this game for granted. I believe, like, especially like you say, I'm just gonna say the first quarter, critical, extremely critical, how we approach it and how we come out, not coming out flat and really staying focused, really just zoning out the noise right now and just making sure we just hitting on all cylinders.
We may come out flat though. We're coming off of a bye. We may come out flat. Those first 2 to 3 series on offense and defense may be legit 0-0. And it may happen. There's a lot of factors. We're coming off a bye. We're playing Michigan. Michigan has a chip on their shoulder. Michigan's going to punch way above their weight to prove that they're an elite team. There's a bunch of stuff against Michigan, and the only thing we have up against us is we have to prove that we're that team. You
Absolutely.
know what I mean? Like, so we may come out flat, but all of a sudden, it might be one of those games in the second quarter, we throw up 21 points, and we're going into halftime 21-3, and you look up at the end of the game, it's 31-17, and, we're doing our live on Saturday. You're doing your live on Sunday, and we're the number 9 team in the nation. It may happen like that, but we may come out flat. That's what I'm saying. Hey, those first 2 to 3 series, just stay patient, guys. It'll be okay. Like, we're coming off a bye. Michigan has a lot of stuff against them. When we play UCLA, it's going to be the same thing just because it's a rivalry game. There's a lot of things that you have to look at like that. But
Exactly.
It depends what the flat looks like. If the flat looks like, all right, we just need to get it going. Oh, there we go. You know what I mean? But the flat starts to look like dropping passes, fumbling, not hitting routes, we may need to be worried. So, those are things we have to look at.
Yeah. All right, man. Hey, so your score prediction is 31-17.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, we see eye to eye on this, man. Any last thing? I appreciate you taking out the time, by the way. Hey, make sure you tell everybody where to go find that show again.
Yeah, LAFB, it's the Salute Detroit podcast. We got all the SC content, man. I want to say this because I was on Tim's show too. Also, I hit Ryan up with this too. I heard about your little secret text community with you, Tim and Ryan.
Hey, well, look, hey, no, hold on. Matter of fact, I'm going to add you in there. I think it's me, Ryan, Fight on Rusty, and another guy. Hey, I need to get you on. I'm gonna get you on.
Tim told me about it when I was on his show. I was on Tim's show, and I hear Ryan. I was like, "So y'all got a little secret community?" Ryan,
no. Hey, matter of fact, I'm gonna add you on when I go back and watch this. I'm adding you on, man. I mean, you the man. You the man.
Nah, man. Just before I get out of here, and I appreciate you for having me on. I want to let you know this. LAFB, Salute Detroit podcast, man. And Tim said the same thing, dude. I appreciate our community. You know what I mean? Like,
no doubt.
We're all doing the same thing, but we all have love for each other. There's no hate. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
We got the same fans, and we're all watching each other. We all watch each other's shows. We got all the same fans watching us. And, Jay, I appreciate you. I appreciate Tim. I appreciate, Fight on Rusty. Not Fight on Rusty, Trojan Blade. Trojan Blade supports us too. So it's all good, man. Even Fight on Rusty on social media. But,
man. Hey, Rusty's been on here, man. And, hey, look, there's some things that you do that I can't do. You know what I mean? So look, I respect it. I respect the fact that you even played at USC, man. And so, your X's and O's is on point. I love what you do, man. So, hey, I'm all for it.
Good deal. Hey, I appreciate you, Jay. Thanks for having me on, man. We'll talk Saturday, and I'll drop in on your show if you do your show on Sunday, man. I'll just wait for it to pop up in the link, and I'll give my thoughts if you don't mind.
Oh yeah, man. Always. All right, man. Hey, fight on, big dog.
Fight on, Jay.
So look, man, hey, we are here, and Supermax, you said beat Michigan, fight on, Trojan family. Thank you very, very much. There are some people that be coming in, but for some reason the connection, I don't know what's going on with the connection. I can see, but then it goes out, and I can't add you on for some reason. The people that are coming in, I can't even tell who the name is, but forgive me for that. Supermax, thank you very much for the super chat. Let me get to some of these comments real quick. And we've been on, 45 minutes already. I'm going to get to some of these comments real quick. Let me get to this. And we'll be out your way. Let me add the link one more time because some people may be having trouble trying to get in. Those who desire to come in, this is the link. You're more than welcome to come in. Let me see, where is this at? And we'll get out of here, man. We've been on here 45 minutes. We just wanted to come in. I wanted to get some of these score predictions. Let's see. Anthony, special teams are going to be huge. Getting points when we can. Absolutely. Field position on punts and on punts and kick returns. Totally agree. The Coliseum, yeah, that was before they did the remodeling. Now I think it's what was it, 70? USC priority. I think the Michigan team will have to get the fans involved. Fans will be nervous to start. The Big House also does a terrible job of containing noise. Yeah, no doubt about it, man. No doubt about it. I'll put the link in there for those who want to come on. Let me get to this super chat. This is a huge game. Everybody's going to be watching us. Let's see if I can get it. Now, why can't I get this? So anyway, man, let me the range practice differently earlier to adjust the time zone. Hey, well, we know that they got there today. They got there today for sure. I saw them. I got actually posted it on my Twitter. They don't need to be going somewhere and spending. No, well, listen, he played there. I think he knows. I think he knows exactly what he's talking about. Just to get acclimated. Listen, especially when you go places like Utah or whatever, the climate is different. Things are different. It's harder to breathe. Colorado, there's another place like that. But I understand what he's saying though. But hey, Lincoln, let him do it the way he want to do it. USC is going to win. Hey man, let's see. Listen, Orgy probably will get pulled 38-14. I don't know, man. I don't know what their real game plan is. I know that they're gonna run it. I know that they're gonna try to shove it down our throat, but I don't know if they're gonna actually allow them to throw. Listen, a lot of people they're down on them. I saw pictures of and throws on Twitter, but it's hard for me to believe that this guy is not going to throw it all. Now, I don't know if they think we're just that weak to where they're just going to just try to just go crazy and just shove it down our throat. I don't know if that's what they're thinking, but I think that they're going to find out Deion Lynn knows how to game plan, and they're going to have to throw at some point. You can't just continue to run it like that. Me too. I feel good, but it's nervous time right now. Like right now, I saw that stuff on Twitter and I saw the pictures on Twitter. And right now, I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I'm not gonna say. Am I gonna say nervous? Let me think. Not nervous, but I think reality kicks in. Like we really going to the Big House. That hasn't happened since 1958. I got a couple of things I gotta show you. Let me put this stuff up real quick. This is some stuff right here. Some information as far as the history, as far as being a blue blood. These guys. You're talking about two powerhouses. Look at the information here. All-time win percentage, USC at 696%, Michigan at 734%. All-time wins, 877. That's for USC. Michigan, 1,006. Claims of national championships, 11 for USC, 12 for Michigan. Conference titles, 37, 45 for Michigan. Consensus All-Americans, 84th in the country, 84th. And then for Michigan, 88. Heisman winners, USC, 8. Michigan is going to be 3. NFL draft picks, 531 for USC. For Michigan, 414. First round draft picks, 86 for USC, 52 for Michigan. And then weeks at number 1 in the AP poll, 91 for USC, and then you see 36 for Michigan. So this is not just your average blue blood teams. These are the best of the best when you're talking about blue bloods of all time. And I think it's iconic for these guys to be on the field at the same time. Michigan is one of the teams like USC. Normally when they go against teams, There's not too many. Even if you paired us against a team like Georgia, all time, Georgia can't stay in the same bracket as us. Only teams like Michigan, only teams like Ohio State, only teams like even Nebraska. There are certain teams in this country that can hang with us as it relates to all-time stats. Michigan is one of those teams that can absolutely hang with us, and I think that's really saying a whole lot. So you got to respect it. You got to go into this game and respect it. You can't just come into this game and think that, oh, the media is telling us that we're better. The media is telling us that we're going to just smash them. No, you approach this game like, look, I'm facing a real blue blood program, and I am going to absolutely stay focused and locked in. Hey, what's the question? What's the question, big dog? Let me take that off. What's the question? Let's see. Do you think the USC will run the ball good? I think. Okay, here's the question. Well, here's the other question. I'm gonna ask a question on top of a question. When we played against LSU, how effective do you guys think we were? Do you guys, would you say it maybe 60, 70% effective? I think we weren't as effective as we could have been. Of course, once we played against Utah State, we were a little bit more effective, but I think that is yet to be seen, and I think we're really going to have to establish the run. If we can establish the run the same way we did against Utah State, it's really going to cause some problems. And I think, look, Emmanuel Pregnon, Elijah Page, those guys, I believe that those guys are the way they handle LSU's defensive line. Now, I know Michigan defensive line is supposed to be the best in the country, with Mason Graham and Kenneth Grant. But I think if we looked at them the way they played against Arkansas State and Arkansas State having success, I believe that we can have more success. I believe we got better athletes than Arkansas State. I don't believe that Arkansas State can hang with us in that regard. So, yes, I think we will run the ball effective, man. So I know that was a long way. I know that was a long answer, but yes. And look, all we're looking for, we could do a 1-2 punch. Woody could get, if Woody gets 70, 80 yards, Quinn Joyner get 80 yards, I'm happy with that. That's putting us over 100 yards with the joint effort. How big it is if USC loses this game? It depends on if we lost by a lot. I'm not going to speak that into existence. If it was a 1-point loss, I think it would be respectable. But listen, it makes my stomach hurt to even think about that. I think we're going to win this game. Seriously. I really believe that. Let's see. Unless Orgy learns how to throw with his feet. What? What are you talking about? We got this. What do you mean throwing his feet? What are you talking about? If we quiet the crowd early, it will be smooth sailing. Yeah, totally agree. Hey, everyone. Happy Friday. Hey, happy Friday to you. Hey, listen, there's somebody, I don't know who you are, somebody trying to get in, but your connection is crazy. Yeah, I don't even know. That happened to me before with somebody else, but everybody's connection is different, and it won't allow me if your connection is bad to add you on. It'll just kind of go in and out and say error. So my apologies. So look, man, hey, I appreciate everybody for tapping in. Happy Friday to everybody. Let's see what this Fred. USC, Bama, OU, Texas, Notre Dame, Michigan, Ohio State, Miami, etc. Are those your blue bloods or what? You got to be talking about blue bloods. Michigan frat boys, Kappa Beta males. We need a speedster. I like our running backs. I like what Woody Marks is doing. Woody Marks is very, very, he's a versatile running back. Led the SEC in receptions. I like what he's doing right now. I'm good with that. USC going up 2 TDs, game over. Yeah, I totally agree. They're going to deep first play. We have to respect Orgy arm. I'm respecting it. I don't know what everybody look. I'm absolutely. It's hard for me to believe that Orgy is not going to throw the ball. I just cannot believe. Nobody can make me believe that until I see it. I just don't believe it. Hello from the Sooner Nation, USCJ. Good luck this weekend. Hey man, good luck to you. Good luck with Tennessee, man. That you guys got your own heavyweight match. Hey, good luck with you as well, man. I appreciate you. And if you go over there with my man Jason from Hall of Fame, you know I've been on his show before. I got to bring him on one day. But tell him I said what's up, because I know he does a live show almost every day. I think we're going to come out fast. I said 38-14, but I don't see how they can score 14 with just one running. Yeah, it's not happening. It's not happening. But your score is close to mine. I'm saying 31-17. That's what I'm saying. Fight on, Link. Fight on from Lincoln, Nebraska. Hey, fight on. Fight on. Orgy has to be able to throw he has to, and I think he will. He's going to have to. So look, I am about to get, it's almost been an hour. I didn't want to come on that long. Let me answer a couple of more of these. Let's see. I think Orgy will throw the ball, lots of throws to the flat, bubble screens, but 90% run. They chew up the clock. Yeah, but once they see that we stack in the box, this is what I think. Once they see we stack in the box and they can't get around the edge, because I believe we're going to contain those edges. And once we see that happening, they have to throw it. They can no longer just come out there and just, get not even field goals, but just punt the ball every single time. They're going to have to, at some point, attempt to, and hey, look, they may bring Will Johnson back in the game. Who knows? But, or Orgy might throw it. So we'll see how it works out. Keith, I didn't say he wouldn't throw. I said he's not a strong. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see. 24-20, the good guys. Wow, you picking a close game like that? That's close. That'll probably stress me out right there. I don't know. Same score from 2007 game. Wow. So after both OU and USC wins this weekend, will you have I might have Jason on, man. Yeah. I talk to Jason all the time, man. I'm actually on his show all the time. Well, not all the time, but yeah, I was on there the past couple of weeks. So yeah, I probably absolutely. Anthony, what's up, my man? Check out the 2007 Rose Bowl. Anthony, what's the word? Steve, I have 27. Yeah, I appreciate that. 27-28. I like that score. I definitely like that score. Yeah, that's a heck of a score. I know, just kidding. Oh, I was about to, man, he's about to stress me out. 24-20, man. That's crazy. That all of us will be on pins and needles if that score comes out to that, because if it's 24-20, that means that's a nail biter. Michigan is bad. Yeah, but we're not taking it for granted. I'm not going to do it. Whoa. Hey, Oklahoma man, Steve, look, that I didn't say that. He said it. 42-21. I'm going to tell you though, man. Nico, quarterback from California, that dude is a monster, man. He's gunslinging it everywhere. They got a high octane offense, but I'm not sure as far as their defense. We'll see their defense. I think you guys are going to present, because you guys are going to present the biggest test with the defense of Tennessee. I really believe that. Wow. That's incredible. That's incredible. Now that's incredible. That will make my day. Does anybody realize we tackle now? Yeah, big time. We do. 27-10. Michigan only scores on busted plays. Hey, Michigan has won 24 of their last 25 home games. Don't get it twisted. Hey, trust me, I am not. 28-7. I am not taking Michigan for granted, man. Why didn't we get? Man, that's a whole nother story. Remember, we got Malachi. Do you remember that? I think we put all the stock in Malachi and Nico. Man, that I'm not. Yeah, I don't. That was crazy. That was crazy. And I knew Nico. I seen him play in high school. Nico, man, that dude was something else. I could tell, man. He was just on it. But Malachi looked exactly the same, pretty much. So I don't know. I have OU winning 34-24. Do you think you're gonna hold Tennessee to 24 points, man? Wow. Wow, that's incredible. But to your point, Tennessee hasn't really. That's the only thing about some of those SEC teams, man. Like I was talking to a guy about the SEC. What school was that? He was talking to me about South Carolina. I was looking at their schedule, man. They played so many cupcake games. It's like 3 cupcake games on the season. He said every SEC plays like that. And I thought it was 2, but 3. Oh, I think they play Old Dominion, they play Walford, and somebody else, some crazy team. I said that's really not even fair. That's crazy. Alani Noah will be yes, he will. Yes. We need Kate Elridge to pick up the O line. Kate Elridge plays tight end. And I think Lake McCree is going to be, the starter tight end. I think OU versus Tennessee. Yeah, that's going to be a game right there. Brandon, fight on. What's up? What's up, Jay? Hey, what's up, man? 27-17. I like it. That's close to my score, which I got. Who are you talking to? USC is daddy. Who are you talking? As a halfback. As an H-back. Yeah, we'll see how it works out. So look, I am getting ready. Yeah, they play 3 cupcakes a year, and that ain't fair, man, at all. Let's see. The weather is so beautiful right now in Las Vegas. Hey, thank God. I lived in Vegas for 5 years, man. I know. Hey, that summertime ain't no joke. It's horrible. Hey, look, I got to get out of here, man. I appreciate everybody. My battery about to die, but I appreciate everybody for tapping in with me, man. Everybody stay blessed. We're at an hour. Didn't want to go longer than an hour, but I appreciate everybody for tapping in. You guys know I might do a pregame tomorrow, but you guys know right after the game I will go live. So look, man, everybody stay blessed. I appreciate everybody that came and joined in with me today. Look, it's go time. It's on the popping. It's on the cracking. Until later on, everybody stay blessed. Fight on, fight on, fight on.